Dear student of class 11, now today I'm going to start the chapter Algebra. Now from Algebra, chapter called AP. AP means Arithmetic Progressions will start. It is in a chapter 16 and now say, in this chapter that you have to learn about the arithmetic progression and geometric progression and the combined numericals that you will get. The combination of arithmetic and geometric progressions. Now, today in this video, I'll explain what is arithmetic progression and formulas and its applications will do. Now, the arithmetic progression is deal with the number series. Now, sir, so what kind of series is called the arithmetic progression? Let us suppose A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. It goes up to nth term and terms. Now, this particular series is called AP series. Now, why this series is called an AP series? A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, up to n term. Now, sir, this is first term. A is considered as first term. A plus D is the second term. A plus 2D is the third term. A plus 3D is the fourth term. And the fifth term will be A plus 4D. Now, sir, in the series, if the difference of every consecutive term is same, the difference of second minus first, third minus second, if the difference of every consecutive term is same, then the series is said to be an AP. Now, this is A is the first term, where A is called first term and D is called common difference. D is called the common difference. A is the first term and this D is called the common difference. Now, how to calculate the common difference? It's a formula. To calculate the common difference, what you have to do? Second term minus first term. Second term minus first term will give you the common difference. It will give the common difference. That's it. Now then I'll calculate. The second term in this series, the second term is A plus D minus first term is A. What will get? D. The difference of these two quantities is D. Similarly, if I subtract these two, third minus second, third is A plus 2D minus second is A plus D. A plus 2D minus A minus D. Cancel. 2D minus D is also D. The difference of these two is also D. If you subtract fourth minus third, what you will get? D. Now, sir. Now, from this relation, we can define AP. If the difference of every consecutive term is same, the difference between these two is D. The difference between these two is also D. The difference between these two is also D. If the difference of every consecutive term is same, then the series is said to be an AP. Now, let's take some example. 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Now, what is the difference over here? 4 minus 2, what you will get? The difference is 2. 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 6, 2. The difference is 2 over here. Then this series is in AP. This is AP series. Like number system 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. What is the difference? 2 minus 1, the difference is 1. 3 minus 2, 1. 4 minus 3, 1. That means the number series is also, they are in AP. Now, this is the concept of AP series. Now, if the difference of every consecutive term is same, then the series is said to be an AP. Now, this one is the formula to calculate the common difference. Now, next one is the formula of last term and nth term. First term, this is first term, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, and it will go up to nth term. Now, the nth term, we can represent it by last term or Tn term or capital letter Tn. These are the notation. The last term is L. You can represent it by L. Last term means L, Tn, capital letter Tn, An. Now you'll get this kind of notation for the last term. Now how to calculate the last term? The formula. I'll prefer this one, Tn. Tn means last term. Tn term is given by, that is the nth term. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and the nth term will be given by Tn. Tn is a plus n minus 1 into d. This is another formula to calculate nth term, the last term. And this last term, it represents all the terms of an AP. It depends upon the value of n. What is n over here? N is equals to the number of terms. N is the number of terms. And this last term, it represents all the terms of an AP. If I consider n is equals to 1 over here, if I substitute n is equals to 1, then a plus 1 minus 1 into d, 1 get cancelled, it is 0. 0 into d is 0, it is a. That means if you substitute 1, it represents first term. That is t1, means it represents first term. Similarly, if I consider n is equals to 2, t2, then t2 means substitute over in this formula, a plus 2 minus 1 into d. 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 into d. It represents second term. Similarly, if I consider n equals to 3, t3, a plus 3 minus 1 into d. This is a plus 3 minus 1 is 2d. It represents third term. That means this formula, it represents all the terms of an AP. But it depends upon the value of n. You change the value, you'll get another terms. If I substitute 4, you'll get this. And now this is the last term formula. To calculate the last term, I'll use this formula. This is the formula for the common difference. This is the formula for the last term. Now the next formula is sum of n term of an AP. Sum of n term of an AP. Sum of n term means if you add all the terms, then what will be the formula? And it is represented by Sn. Sn means sum of n term. Formula is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. The formula to calculate sum of n term of an AP. Sn is equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now everything is familiar over here. N is the number of term, a is the first term, d is the common difference. These three formulas are important for AP. And one more formula is there, sum of n term. Just remember, n by 2, a plus l also we can use. Alternative formula of sum. Now this formula we use in case of the last term is given. In case the last term is given, we'll use this formula. Now these are the formulas of an AP. Now dear student, now we'll discuss some properties of an AP. Now the property is the first property, number 1. If A, B, C are in AP. If any three distinct real number, any three number are in AP means A, B, C means any three number, any three quantities are in AP means then you have to write 2b is equals to A plus C. Any three number are in AP means the condition is 2b is equals to A plus C, or the same thing we can write in an alternative way. B minus A is equals to C minus B also we can write. This is for three given numbers are in AP. Then you have to use this formula. Okay. Now number 2, any three number. Any three number are in AP. Any three means, like, let us suppose the sides of a triangle are in AP. For applications, I'm doing these things. Now any three number that you have to substitute yourself. Let the three number, in this case, let the three number be A minus D, A plus D. Any three number in AP means. Now let us suppose if these three things are the sides of a triangle, right angle triangle. The three sides of a right angle triangle are in AP means let the three sides of a right angle triangle be A minus D, A plus D. In that way that you have to substitute these values. Now the third is the sum of the first n natural number. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 up to n term. The sum formula will be n plus 1 divided by 2. The sum of the first n natural number. Now the fourth one is sum of the square of the first n natural number. And n plus 1 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Number 5, sum of the cube of first n natural number. And n plus 1 2 whole square. And this concept, sum of the first n natural number, sum of the square of the first n natural number, and sum of the cube of the first n natural number, these things that you have to remember. Now we'll do the applications of these things in mathematical induction. One more chapter in algebra. We'll apply this thing. We'll apply the mathematical induction in these 3 questions. Okay, and as well as in class 12, that you have to use these properties of an AP series. Now dear student, now I'll start exercise 16.2 Sa and Sa book. In most of the school in Kalimpong, they'll use Sa and Sa book. Exercise 16.2 part B, question number 1, 2, 6, 10, 14 dot dot dot, it goes up to n term is given question. Question number 1, subpart 1, 2, 6, 10, 14 up to n term. Find 10th and the 15th term of the series. Now what you have to calculate is AP series is given. What you have to calculate? The 10th term. 10th and the 15th term of this series. First, second, third, fourth term is given. That is, you have to calculate the 10th and the 15th. The 10th term and the 15th term. To calculate the 10th term and the 15th term, that I'll use this formula. Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the 10th term. Now, before calculating the 10th and the 15th, first of all, we have to calculate the first term and the common difference. 2, 6, 10, 14, the first term. First term I'll represent it by A. First term is 2. And next is the common difference. Common difference is D. How to calculate the common difference? It is second term minus first term. The common difference is 4. After getting first term and the common difference, what you have to calculate? The 10th term. Now then we'll use this formula. Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now say, in this case, 10th means the value of n is 10. D 10 is equals to A is 2 plus 10 minus 1 into D is 4. 2 plus 9 into 4. 9 4s are 36. 36 plus 2 is 38. The 10th term of the series is 38. Similarly, next we'll calculate the 15th term. 15th term is T15 is equals to A plus 15 minus 1 into D. 14 into 4. 4 4s are 16, 1, 4 1s are 4, 5, 56 plus 2 is 58. 10th term is 38 and 15th term is 58. Now we'll discuss another question, question number 1, subpart 3. In this question, it is given the fourth term of an AP is 10 times the first. The fourth term of an AP is 10 times the first. Prove that the sixth term is 4 times the second term. The fourth term of an AP is 10 times the first. In this case, I have considered the first term is A. The fourth term of an AP is 10 times the first. Prove that the sixth term is 4 times the second. Now, in this question also, I'll use this formula. Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now, already consider the first term is A, but still I'll write over here. Let A is equals to first term and D is equals to common difference. In the short form, I'm writing common difference. Let A is the first term and D is the common difference. Now, according to the given question, I write this text. The fourth term is 10 times the first. It is a given condition. The fourth term is 10 times the first. Prove that the sixth time is 4 times the second. Now, this you have to prove using this relation. Now, from this relation, I'll calculate the relationship between the A and D. The fourth term. What will be the formula for the fourth term? A is first term, D is the common difference. Then the fourth will be n is 4. A plus 4 minus 1 into D is equals to 10A. I'll try to calculate the relationship between A and D over here. A plus 3D is equals to 10A. Now then I'll write the like terms on one side. 10A minus A. 3D is equals to 10A minus A it is 9A. D is equals to 3A. Let it be equation number 1. Now then I'll calculate the sixth term. This quantity is now then I'll calculate the sixth term. Sixth term is A plus 6 minus 1 into D. Then A plus 6 minus 1 is 5D. Now using equation 1, I'll substitute the value of D over here. A plus 5 and the value of D using 1, 3A. Using relation 1. 5 3 is 15A. It is 16A. The sixth term is according to thus the sixth term is 16A. Again, I'll calculate the second term. Second term is equals to second term is given by A plus 2 minus 1 into D. A plus D. Now what is the value of D? D is equals to 3, again using 1. It is 4A. Second term is 4A, sixth term is 16A. Now then I'll prove this quantity. Now then, since T6, this I am trying to prove. T6 is how much? 16A. 16A, can I write 16A is equals to 4 into 4A? 4 4s are 16. Now T6 is equals to 4 into, now see, what is the value of 4A? 4A is equals to T2. In place of 4A, we can write T2. Now it is proved. The sixth term is 4 times the second term. Now, next question, another important question, question number 2, subpart 2. Now in this question it is given the fifth term of an AP is 41 and the 11th term is 20. The fifth term is 41. Fifth term and the 11th term are given. The fifth term is 41 and the 11th term is 20. Find first term, common difference and sum of the 11 terms. Now Using these two relations, what you have to calculate the first term, that is a, and then common difference, that is d, and after getting a and d, that you have to calculate the sum of the 11 term. In this section, both Tn and Sn formula that I am going to use over here. Now, first of all, that you have to consider T5 is 41 and T11 is 20. Find A, D and S11, sum of the 11 term. I'll consider that A is equals to first term and D is equals to common difference. Then the T5 is given by A plus 5 minus 1 into D. How much is given? It is 41. Then A plus 4D is equals to 41. Let it be equation number 1. Similarly, I'll calculate T11. T11 is A plus 11 minus 1 into D is equals to 20. This is A plus 10D equals to 20. Let it be equation number 2. Now solving these two equations, easily we can calculate, solving simultaneously, easily we can calculate the value of A and D. Now then, solving 1 and 2. A plus 4D equals to 41. A plus 10D is equals to 20. Now these two are similar, then you just have to change the sign. 4D minus 10D is minus 60. Then 41 minus 20 is 21, plus 21. Then D is equals to minus 21 over 6. 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21. Then the value of D, common difference, is minus 7 over 2. Putting D is equals to minus 7 over 2 in equation, any equation you can choose. I'll choose equation number 2. Putting D is equals to minus 7 by 2 in equation number 2. Over here I'll substitute A plus 10 into minus 7 by 2 is equals to 20. Now that 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. Minus 7 5s are 35 equals to 20. Then A is equals to 20 plus 35. 20 plus 35 is 55. The first term is 55, the common difference is minus 7 over 2. Now after getting these two values, now then we'll calculate the S11. S11 means the sum of the 11 term, means Sn formula. N by 2, 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Now then I'll substitute over here. S11. 11 over 2. 2 is 55 plus 11 minus 1, and the D is minus 7 over 2. It is 11 over 2. 55 into 2 is 110. And this one will be 10 into minus 7 over 2. 2 5s are 10. 11 by 2 into 110 minus 35. Now 110 minus 35. 110 minus 35 is 5. Now 110 minus 35 is 75. 75 into 11. The 75 into 11, that you get 825. 825 by 2. Now the sum of the 11 term is 825. You can leave your answer like this, or you can convert this thing in terms of fraction, not the fraction. Now say first term is, therefore the first term is equals to 55. Common difference, that is D, is equals to minus 7 by 2 and sum of the 11th term is equals to 825 by 2. Now from this chapter with the concept, I'll do this much only today. Now next video I'll continue with the AP. Thank you.